Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're coming in with a regional Spanish recipe, this time from the beautiful region of Andalucía, but more specifically, the historic province of Córdoba, which is famously known for making some of the best olive oil in the world. We're talking Bacalao Encebollado. This dish is basically pieces of cod that you dust off in flour and egg wash and fry in extra virgin olive oil until they're golden fried. And then you finish them off in an onion sauce that takes this dish to the next level of goodness. Folks, we're talking very easy to make, a ton of great flavors, and the best part, it's all done in just 30 minutes. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. La Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems that way you can always perfectly cook your paella at home. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. As always, important to use the good stuff here. This is what flavors all the ingredients. Link where you can get the Spanish one I'm using from Córdoba in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to add in 4 cod fillets over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. The size of the fillets that I'm using are 4 ounces, which is 115 grams each. As always, I'm using cod I bought frozen and thawed out, but you can also use the fresh stuff here, as well as any other type of firm white fish. And then we'll season the cod fillets with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And you want to make sure to do this on both sides. Then we'll add in half a cup of all-purpose flour into a bowl, which is 60 grams, and crack in 2 eggs into a separate bowl. Then we'll season the eggs with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper and whisk them together. And finally, we'll coat each cod fillet first in the all-purpose flour and then into the egg wash. You want to make sure at each stage they're fully coated all around. Okay, let's move back to the fry pan. Once that olive oil is nice and hot, we'll add in the pieces of fish. You want to make sure they're all in a single layer and evenly spaced out. And we're going to go for about 3 to 4 minutes per side here, until the pieces of fish are golden fried and just cook through. Once the pieces of fish are golden fried and just cooked through, once again between 3 to 4 minutes per side, we'll remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now, using the same pan with the same heat, let's make the onion sauce. I'm going to add in 1 large onion that I finely chopped and 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped. And we'll mix the ingredients around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. After about 4 minutes, and the onions are slightly translucent, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, which is 8 grams. And we're going to continue to mix this and go between 1 to 2 minutes on the flour. This is enough time to cook off the raw flavor in it, that way it doesn't overpower the flavors of the sauce. After cooking the flour for about 2 minutes, I'm going to add in half a cup of dry white wine, which is 120 milliliters. If wine is not your thing, you can sub it for any broth of your choice with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. And we'll also add in half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which is half a gram. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. After simmering the wine for about 3 minutes and the alcohol has been cooked off, I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of vegetable broth, which is 360 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even fish broth if you like. Either way, link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. And we're going to continue to gently mix this and go for a few minutes until we end up with a slightly creamy sauce. After about 4 minutes, and we've ended up with a slightly creamy sauce, we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it one final mix. Then we'll add the pieces of fish back into the pan, once again in a single layer and evenly spaced out. And then gently flip each one, that way they're fully coated in all that goodness. And we're going to simmer this for another 2 to 3 minutes, or until pieces of fish are heated through. Then when we move the pan from the heat, transfer some of the fish fillets into a serving dish, and top them off with the onion sauce. For the final touches, we'll sprinkle it with a kiss of sweet smoked Spanish paprika and some chopped parsley. Check it out, Bacalao Encebollado, a beautiful recipe from the province of Córdoba. Easy to make, restaurant quality presentation, and all done in just 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Bacalao Encebollado, truly what Spanish regional food is all about. Moment of truth, here we go. It is absolutely delicious. Actually, it's off the hook delicious. The fish is beautifully cooked. You have that crust on the outside. The inside melts in your mouth. That onion sauce gives it a perfect balance of goodness, and that kiss of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, taking it to the next level. Easy to make, simple ingredients. Give it a try at home, next to some roasted potatoes and a bottle of Spanish white wine. More specifically, an albarino from Rías Baixas. Can have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Rogelio Jr. Rivera, Elaine Engros, Kelly Lorang, and Ronald Kemp. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.